I'm back again. Hi. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching. Hi. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good anything, wherever you're watching from, guys. Hi. So I'm back again. I don't know why I've got like sweaty palms. I'm getting so excited. I'm back again, guys. So this was what we did earlier on today in the morning. We did an optical illusion, which is invisible hands. So for those of you that missed it, I've got it on my live replay, trying to remove the shadow from the sketch. So for those of you that missed it, guys, this was from, why is there a shadow every evening, guys? There's always like a shadow on my sketch. So guys, this was what we did earlier on today, and yesterday night we did this. I'm just giving a recap of what we've been doing so far. So we did this in the morning. So yesterday night I decided we're going to start doing optical illusions, and so we started with this one yesterday. It's actually been really fun trying something different. So we did this one in the morning, and we've done quite a lot of realistic body parts, but I decided to have a break from that and let's try something else. So this was what I did yesterday. So all these guys you'll find on my live replay. So if you're new on here, my name is Sasha and welcome to my channel. So on my platform I tend to like try and recreate hacks, tricks, things that people actually says it's easy for beginners. I'm not an artist. It's almost a year since I decided to try my hands on sketching, and ever since then I've been loving it. So now today actually I saw another sketch on how to draw the, I think it's $5 million banana, so from my favorite artist as well. So I decided, okay, we'll do this before bedtime. Let's do something fun before bedtime, guys. Before we all wrap up for bed. So I'll be using a HB pencil to start. So let us start, guys. So we're doing the $5 million banana. I've never drawn a banana before, guys, so it will be interesting. So he says to draw.
Very popular in art right now.
I need to turn down the sound. So he says to draw a banana shape. I'm kind of nervous, but in a good way. So I'm just going to lightly draw so that I can get the bendiness of the banana. Hi guys, hi. Good evening, good morning. It's harder to draw at night because I can barely see the paper, but I've tried different angles, guys, to like get the lighting in, and I don't know. Let me see. If I flash it, I don't know if you guys can see the paper. Is it too bright? Let me know if you can see what I'm doing though. If I need to tone it down a bit. So I'm just doing a light curves until if I'm happy with it, then I can. So we are drawing the so-called $5 million banana. Right? So it's meant to be up this way. Up like this. And then it goes down. So I'm doing it soft. If you guys are following along with me, I'm doing kind of like soft strokes. And then when I'm happy with it, then I can darken it. So bear with if you can't see what I'm doing. So we are drawing the so-called $5 million banana. So you go down here, trying to get it as curvy as possible. It's strange though, because I've never drawn a banana before. And like my favorite artist to say, we are all born to sketch. We just don't know it. Everyone can sketch. So I'm just doing light strokes and I'm using a HB pencil. And then when I'm happy with it, then I'll go back in and darken it. So in case if you can't see what I'm doing, I'm just doing gentle strokes. Hi guys, hi, feel free to say hello. So we are drawing the $5 million banana before bedtime. Okay guys, I think I've gotten the shape of the banana that I want. So now I'm going to use my Sudogun. I'm going to try and like remove all the lines that I'm not happy with. Feel free to join along guys. So I'm just doing a shape of a banana with a HB pencil. And I think this shape is okay for a banana. So I think I'll go ahead and just darken it so that you guys can see it, right? Yeah. So I'm just trying to trace back my steps with my banana. Oh, I'm trying to be bold with it. So always starts with like very soft strokes, apparently. And then if you're happy with how the strokes is, then you can just carry on. Hi guys, hi. Come sketch with me before bedtime. So I'm just like going over my light sketch. We did optical illusion of a hand, invincible hands in the morning. So if you did miss that session guys, feel free to check it out on my live replay. So we are drawing a $5 million banana. I'm trying to do like confident strokes. Yay! I think I did it. I did it in very few strokes, guys. So hopefully now you can see my banana-ish, right? So this was the first thing he says to do. Draw a banana shape like this. I'm just trying to remove the other lines that I'm not happy with. Hi guys, hi. So we are on an optical illusion marathon, and tonight we are attempting to draw a $5 million banana sketch. So this artist actually says this is how to draw a $5 million banana sketch, and there is a little bit of illusion in it. So we'll see if we actually achieve that illusion. So if you're new on here, I'm Sasha and welcome to my channel. So the next thing he says to draw is to draw a rectangle above here. So I'm going to do light strokes to start with, and then if I'm happy with it, I'll go back in. Kind of like a rectangle curve. So we're going to do here. So like that. and then try and make it rough E, because you know, like the handle of the bananas is not usually like, what do they call it, not, it's not usually straight. And then you go over here, so you go over here, you make it a bit bendy, and then kind of like, this is actually my first banana sketch, guys. I don't know why I've never drawn a banana. Almost everything is my first this, my first this, my first that, and I'm sharing it all with you guys. But just remember, using the right pencil is the key as well. So I'm happy with the way that is, so I'm going to go back in again and just darken it. I'm gonna have to bend really hard because I can't see. So I'm going back in to try and darken my lines because I'm happy with it. Yeah, so I've darkened that line now. And then I'm just going to tap to get rid of the double lines. So this is step 2 done. And then step 3 is, so step 3 is be underneath here. So apparently I also need to, like, I'm going to do softer lines as well. And then kind of zigzag he does, like so. Oh, he actually removed something. So he goes here. And puts a spike there. Hi guys, hi. So he does something like this, but I think I've overdone mine, guys. I did put something here. Here's meant to be like straighter. So yeah, like this. And then he erased here. So this is step 3, guys. Step 3 of how to draw a $5 million banana. Guys, I think I overdid it here. I think it's meant to, it actually was meant to be like that. What did I just do? So this was what he did. This is step 3. I'm just going to darken it. Step 3 is this. Hi guys, hi. So after that, he says to draw soft lines. 2 soft stroke lines is the next thing to do. So I'm just going to do, oh, he actually erased here as well, guys. So this one comes off. So he took away that mark there and he took away that one there. And then he did soft, like breaking lines here. Just very soft lines. see, remove your hands. Okay, stay still, stay still. So he did that, and then he did down here as well. Hi guys. Hi, Itsy, lovely Zoya. Hi. Good day. Hope you're doing well. So tonight we're doing another optical illusion. It's lovely. So we're doing a $5 million banana. So I'm trying to see if I can actually do this. So we're doing kind of like illusions, and this one is also an illusion, guys. It's just a very unique one. In Sweden here, it's 20 past 6 in the evening. So I live in Sweden and it's 20 past 6. So it's just around dinner time here. I had to like quickly have my dinner so that I can come here and do one last sketch with you guys before we wrap up for today. So in the morning we actually did a sketch, optical illusion. I don't think you were here, Itzy. Yeah, so in the morning we did this. I do have it on replay for people that missed it. So on my platform, guys, I like to recreate hacks, tricks, and things that people actually say it's easy for beginners. So I only discovered I could sketch a year ago. So for years I never knew I could sketch until I picked up the pencil. I drew Tom and Jerry, and ever since then I've been sketching. So I'm self-taught. I've not been to any art school. So basically I've been using the power of social media. Whatever I see on social media, I kind of try to recreate it. And so yes, I've been on this journey, this marathon sketching journey, and I've been sharing it live with everyone as well, because I remember when I was sketching in the beginning, my family and friends didn't believe I could sketch. So I was like, okay, I'll come and do it live and show that we are all born to sketch. According to my favorite YouTube sketch artist, he says everyone was born to sketch, we just don't know it yet. And that's what I use in my head now. So in the morning we did this amazing art, and now I've decided to try out one of his sketches as well, which is how to make a $5 million banana. So basically I'm just going to draw a line here as well, because that's what he says to do. So we're going to draw kind of like very light lines, and then also do it down here as well. So I think this is all going to help create that illusion for the banana. Yeah, like so. And then I think I drew this too high up, so I need to take this down a bit. So to draw two lines, very faint lines, and then to draw kind of like a bendy. So this is where the sellotape is going to be, or what do you call it? The paper tape, right? So this is where it's going to be. So he says try and make it curvy. So I'm just going to do a curvy line here. Because I think this is where the illusion will be. And then do the next one as well. Stop. So we'll do the next sellotape. So I'm just going to do it here. And also make it bendy, he says. So guys, this is my attempt to draw an optical illusion of a $5 million banana. So he says to draw another line here, but he doesn't want you to draw it next to each other. So it's going to be just right underneath it. So I'm going to be doing it here. This thing actually annoys me. It blocks my hands. So I'm going to do, so the sellotape is meant to go this way. So over here, is where that tape is meant to go, and then the other one as well, just slightly below it, right? So slightly below it there, and then it doesn't have to be straight because it's like a tear from a sellotape. So that's how there is meant to be. So this is where the illusion starts, and then you do the same with this as well. So let's see what he does. So this one goes down. This one goes down like so, and then this one the same as well. Hi guys, hi. And then make sure when you do this bit, it's kind of like zigzaggy, just like a tear of a paper. So just like that, guys, the illusion is already starting. And then I think, right, so just need to tap this kind of like, it's kind of something here that is bothering me. Extra line here. Hi guys, good evening, good morning. So we're doing a $5 million banana, and this is the first time I'm actually doing it, guys. I only decided to do this actually this afternoon, and I haven't done this before, so this is a trial run. I'm doing live with you guys. So he says to use a darker pencil. So he says neither use a 6B or a 4B. So I think I'm going to use a 6B because he wants it darker. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Binta. Thanks. So now we're going to go back again with the HB because I can see he's got a line here. So I'm just going to leave that there. And then we're just going to darken here a bit. Just like what you'll find on a banana, right? So darken here, just like this. And then give some spots here. So yes, I think 6B pencil is perfect for this because it's darker. So then now he wants you to kind of like do some like kind of rough stuff all over here and probably darken here a bit. So just like breaking lines, like what you normally see in a banana, on a banana, sorry. So like so, just do that, do that. Just do some like broken lines, like so. Then he wants you to just do some like, I don't know what you call this, try to make it look like a banana. I'm basically doing exactly what he's doing. Exactly how he's doing it is what I'm doing. So you go down here as well. So put some darkness here. Hi guys. And just carry on. So just keep going down. And he said use soft strokes. If you're using a darker shade of pencil, then you don't need to put too much impression, because we want to try and create an illusion. Hi guys, hi, welcome back, welcome to my channel. So we do the same here. To me, it looks like a very ripe banana. So this is what you would see in a very ripe banana, right? Like the way he's kind of like doing the patterns. I actually love his sketches, guys. I absolutely love it. So then he says to darken this part of the the paper tape. So that's the next thing to do. Oh no, not that. Before then, he also wants us to just darken a little bit of here with this dark pencil. This is probably how you see what you see in a banana, right? So just then, and then we go to the sellotape. So it's kind of easy. It is actually very easy. So okay, so the next thing is I just need to press down a bit here. Hi Sonny. So this is supposed to be a $5 million banana. So I'm just darkening here, guys, because I can see he made here really dark. So I always start with like very thin lines, just in case if I need to like go back and just, you know, to erase. So that's why I always start with darker line and lighter lines. Feel free to try this out, guys. So I will leave this on my live replay for anyone that wants to go back and try it. You can try it with your kids as well. So then he goes here and he darkens in here. So I'm just going to press down a bit more because I think he wants to. This is where the illusion is, I think. Okay. Every stroke tells a story, guys. Every stroke. So just have to be very careful. Okay, then after that he then goes for a softer shade. So I'm going to switch to 4B for softer shade. Kind of like heavy shade here that follows the banana. Guys, like I was saying previously, sketching has really taught me so much about myself, especially about how to have patience and not to give up on things, because so many times during this my sketching journey I've wanted to just pack it up, but it's taught me that it's okay to make mistakes, and especially for someone like me that I always crave to be perfect. But sketching has actually taught me that you don't have to be perfect, and just try, and if you fail, keep trying, and maybe one day you'll get it. So like they say, practice makes perfect, right? So I would encourage anyone to try sketching. Try it. I think you would love it, because I actually love it now. So he did this next. So light shade here. So basically use the sides of your pencil and very light strokes. And then what did he do next? Okay, so then he goes back with the darker pencil and then he darkens, I think it's the outside. Okay, so he darkens a little bit of the outside here. And then after that, he then starts to give soft strokes inside. So he just did this, like this. And then I'm switching back to 4B. So he does very light stroke here. So I suppose the key to this, like I said, is using the right pencils as well. And then he does here as well. It actually, I can actually see the illusion, guys. It feels like there's a banana here. So light strokes like that. And then what did he do next? Okay, so then he goes in here and darkens here. So here has to be slightly darker than there. I don't think I achieved that though, because here is meant to be darker, but not as dark as this one here. Hi guys, hi. Welcome to my channel. If you're new on here, my name is Sasha. And here is meant to be lighter, but I think I don't know. I think I've put too much pressure on it. That's why I like this this eraser. You can actually use it to dab and try and erase without destroying the other parts. So this is what he said to do. And then afterwards, he then says to use your blending stump. Okay, so where did he get to this? How did this plaster get some? Okay, so I'm just watching to see what he does next. So he does that. So he uses the 4B as well to kind of shade here. He said just shades the plaster. So this is where the paper tape is, or plaster, whatever you call it. So shade here very light, like so. And then after that, we can start blending. This is actually so easy, guys. It is really easy. So after that, now we are going to use our trusted cutting board. Because I've not got a blending stump, it says you can use this. So that's what we are going to use to blend. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he blends from dark to light, like so. So that's what I'm doing now, just blending. Hi guys, hi. Welcome to another live session. So I'm going to use this one for this. So just carries on. And then I'm going to do the dark bits as well. So suppose this is the illusion, right? It looks, I can actually see it. It looks like the plaster is above the banana. And then I'm just going to use a softer bit just to blend it here in, like so. And then he does the same with the sides as well. He blends the, let's see. So he blends here as well. I think I need to, what's the 4B? I think I need to just add some more shapes to it. Can you guys actually see a banana that is like there's a tape above it? So apparently this is a $5 million banana. So guys, for those of you that missed in the morning, just a quick recap before we continue. We actually did optical illusion. That I used my hand as a template. According to the artist, you put your hands on a paper and you trace it, and then after that you use rulers to rule, then you bend and then you shade. It's kind of very easy though to do. So yeah, so this was really fun for us, a fun thing we did in the morning. So from now on, we are going to be doing lots of optical illusions, lots of things that kind of would mesmerize people in run up to Halloween. So during Halloween time, we're going to do lots of scary sketches as well, or lots of kind of like whimsical sketch. So if you'll be interested in that, don't forget you can turn on your subscribe, click the subscribe button and turn on your post notification. So whenever we do our spontaneous lives, lately I've been doing a live marathon. So every day, I've been doing live sketches. So I will continue to do it for as long as I can. And we're going to do other stuff as well, not just sketching. I've got my hands on like magic tricks. I've been seeing kind of a lot of magic tricks on how to like do magic tricks, and I will be attempting it live with you guys as well. So when we are done with this, we're going to do that, and there's so much more that I'm going to like try out live, and then we can see if all these hacks work. I've been doing kind of a lot of like cooking hacks, and some have been wins, some have been fails. So but it's just nice to try them out so you guys don't have to do, right? So that's the whole point of this, is try it out, and if it works, if I can do it, then anyone can do it. So he did this to the plaster. So I don't know if you guys can see the illusion already, because I can. And then I think that's what he did. That's it. Let me see. So he also blended there as well. Okay, so he blended here as well. So it's kind of like a shadow. And guys, last night, let me show you guys another interesting thing we did last night, which was really, really good, was this illusion, guys. So yesterday night we did this, like a man standing on this optical illusion thing. It was so fun. We had ups with this, guys. I struggled with this side of the sketch, but then in the end we figured it out. I used the ruler, guys, to measure, because I'm not good with like using my eyes to judge things, and this was so much fun to do. And it's also on my replay as well for anyone that wants to go and recreate it. So the artist actually said this is easy way to draw optical illusion, and I would actually say yes, this was actually easy. So it was easy-ish. So I'll give it 9 out of 10 for this one, because I did struggle here, but we got there in the end. So hi guys, hi Chintan Passad. Oh, you're also an artist, so I would love to hear what you think of my sketches, Chintan. I've been doing quite a lot of sketches So like I was just showing, I did this one. I think you guys call this the Loomis method, right? So I've been doing this. Um, I did this, and everything I do live. I don't do a trial run. So I see something online, then I just kind of like go in, turn on my camera, and we do it together. Thank you so much, Sonny. Thank you. So yeah, so we did this yesterday, and this was what made me decide to wrap up the what do they call it, the realistic body parts, because I've been on a journey to do as much as possible realistic body parts, and this was from one of my favorite YouTube artists as well, and I'll let you guys judge and tell me if this is actually a good one or not. I wasn't really happy with what I did here, but this was the best I could do. And I also did this one from my favorite artist as well. So he showed how to do a realistic foot. This was actually my first proper realistic foot. Oh, thank you so much, Sonny. So this was my first realistic foot. Every time I've done foot is usually like cartoons. So I've done like Tom and Jerry foot. I struggled with it. So this was my first proper human foot. Like I've done foot, but not as realistic as this. This is one of my fails, guys. I absolutely detest this sketch. So this was meant to be an easy way to do a lips. So they says to do a love, to do a rectangle, and to do two triangles. And I swear this thing looks like Dennis the Manish or Manish or whatever cartoon. Sometimes when I look at it, it looks like a boat with an octopus with legs. I don't really like this. It doesn't look like ellipse to me. And we also did this, which was a fail as well. This was my cue to start wrapping up the opticalness, guys. Sorry, the realisticness. So this was meant to be a 3-in-1 hack. So this hack was how to draw an eyeballs that is smiley, and then also eyelashes and eyebrows. And I don't think I did it right, guys. But then I had so much good wins, like this one, a praying hands. I really enjoyed doing this. And then this one, a fist. I was absolutely surprised that I could actually do this, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't use a charcoal pencil. I don't know if you call this charcoal pencil. Lax Mix Can Pandy. I use these pencils from Feeble Castle. So that's why I'm always sharing this, because I know sometimes when I look at some sketch artists, I wonder what pencils they use. So I use this. I actually got it from Amazon. So it's the Feeble Castle art set. So I don't think it's a charcoal one. So yeah, so this is what I use, and then I just use cutting board to blend. So in this box they have like the darkest shade. So I did actually write them down. So 14B is the darkest here. So if you're looking for a very dark one, then you can try the 14B. So this is the one that I use for my sketches, all my sketches. And I also use the Feeble Castle eraser with just regular eraser for like to pinpoint. And I also use this amazing sharpener. Like I've tried so many sharpeners, and this one is the best one. The reason why is because it sharpens in 2 sections. So the first one you sharpen, and then the second one it makes your pencils very sharp, and it's so good, guys. So it stops, it tells you when to stop. Like see, for example, you're sharpening, and then when you can't sharpen anymore, it stops, and then you go to number 2, and then you sharpen, right? It stops, it tells you when to stop, and then the pencil becomes very sharp, and then that way you're not losing all your pencils. So yeah, so I also got this one from Amazon. I went through YouTube looking for the right sharpeners, and then this was the best one. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, this Feeble Castle to me is been the best one that I've used, and I kind of went through a lot of reviews, and then I discovered that this is the best bit. So yeah, so this is what I've been using. So apparently, if you want, when you start sketching, for example, this, I always go for like the lighter shades, which is like HB, and then when you want to like darken your shades, go for like this kind of number 4B. And then if you want to go darker, then you can go for like 6B or 8B. So basically To sketch, I usually use a HB or a 2B. So I've also got my 2B. And the reason why I stopped using the 2B is because it was my favorite one to use, but it's getting smaller. So I decided to just go for this one and continue with this. So yeah, so this is what I use, Lax Minkan. So yeah, so I've been doing quite a lot of optical illusions. We've done hands, realistic ones, sorry. We've done hands, we've done ears. And then this morning we did this one, which is invincible hand. It's so easy, guys, to do. Really easy. So I will leave, like, all the replays are on my YouTube channel. So if you want to like try your hands on these sketches. So this is just me trying to see if all these sketches are easy or not. So he says to blend the shadows here. So I'm just going to carry on using my trusted cutting board. I've actually ordered a blending stump, guys. So when that blending stump comes, that's from Windsor and Castle. When it comes, I will do a review. In fact, I will use it, and then whilst we're using it, we can see if that blending stump actually is good or not. So I have ordered that, but I've been happy using this cutting board for now. So if you don't have blending stump to blend, just use cutting board like I do. Yeah, Sonny, you need to try it. If you've never drawn before, try this and you'll be amazed. Like less than a year, like almost a year now, I discovered I could sketch, and ever since then I've sketched so much, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, so this, I think that's it. So he does some shadows here as well. So I'll go back with the 6B and we'll do some darker shadows here, just to break it down, I think, right? Because I can see he did something here as well. And I'm just going to blend and then take it this way. So it's to kind of give shadow to the sketch. So yeah, so using the right pencil is really good. Thanks, Sonny. Thank you. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Thank you. So then he just goes round with his blending stump, and he just keeps blending like so. So it's actually easy. This is actually a very easy hack, guys. So he just blends to give it shade. So just use the leftover blend. Sometimes I go back, guys, and I just take from here and I carry on like so. And this is the first time I'm drawing a banana. I can't remember ever doing a banana. In fact, I can't remember ever drawing as a kid, except like drawing, like, you know, those like round head, one legs and hands. I call them sticking sets. That's the only thing I can remember doing. So he goes in and just kind of like shades here. So I think that's the optical illusion, right? You guys can see a banana, right? Yeah, so he just blends. And this is supposed to be a $5 million banana. This is so cool. So I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. What do you guys think? I actually have seen so much more this artist has done, and I literally cannot wait to share it with you guys. So I think I'm just going to go back in with the lightest shade, and I'm still going to bring some out here. So he says to bend when you do it. I need to like give this bit color. Just a little bit of color, and then we're just going to blend it. Hi guys, hi. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my tribe. On here we kind of like, it's a positive space where we encourage each other, where we kind of experiment, and I want to try out all these things so that you guys don't have to if you don't want to. But this artist says this is a $5 million banana, and this is the easiest way to draw it. So if you did miss it, I will put a replay of it for you guys to do step by step, because sometimes most of these artists, because it's a short video, so they have to cram it into 1 minute. But with this life thing, it's like a step by step, right? So that way you can take your time and just go step by step. But yeah, I can actually see the illusion here. And this is my first ever banana. So that's it. That's it. That's it. So what do you guys think? Did I do a good job or not? But I'm happy with it, guys. I'm so happy with it. I can actually see the tape. So that's it. That's an easy one. Thank you so much for everyone that joined in. And I don't think there's, yeah, I think it's optical. I'm trying to like see if I can just, so this is meant to be the shadow of the banana, right? So I'm just trying to do that. I think that's it. I'm using this bit. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy with it. So now I'm just gonna sign it so that we remember that this was done on the 18th of September, and then we are going to carry on. So tomorrow I will come back again and we are going to try another optical illusion. So in the morning tomorrow, if you subscribe to my channel, you can turn on your post notification so that tomorrow we can do some more fun optical illusion, because there's so much more. There's so much more for me to experiment on. I don't want to do too much of the banana messiness, right? So this is enough like this. What do you guys think? You can rate it as well. Leave a comment and rate it. Did I do a good job or not? But tomorrow there's something, like I want to push myself. I don't want to go for easy stuff. So all through my sketching journey, I've been doing very difficult stuff or things that I think looks very difficult. So I have been sharing a lot of my sketch with you guys. So let me just, for those of you that have missed some of these sketches, like for example, this was one of my worst things to do. This is what happens when you use the wrong blending stump. So this is when cutting board doesn't really work, guys. So I tried to do a realistic nose. This was a fail. So sometimes cutting board is good for blending, but sometimes cutting board is just hideous. So this was some of the things that I've done. I've done realistic eyes. So this was a hack as well. Someone that shared how to do realistic eyes this way. I've also done this one. Everything is on my live replay. I've done this one as well. This was another way to do a lip. I tried, and so yeah, so we have done quite a lot. We did this one as well. We did this girl. I really like her though. I struggled with the hair. So I will come back and would try out how to do realistic hair. But so far, this was the best I could do with this sketch. So this was another hack that I did. So everything I do is a hack on how to sketch things easy. This was another one from one of my favorite artists as well on Facebook and YouTube. I tried this and this is so fun, guys. I really like how beautiful this girl looks with her earrings and stuff like that. So we have done quite a lot. And this is one of my favorite ones to sketch. I love to sketch Tom and Jerry, guys. Like I grew up watching Tom and Jerry, and every time I take a break from sketching, like few months this year I took a break from sketching because I was busy with school. When I came back to sketch, I sketched Jerry. I actually love this cartoon, and Tom and Jerry reminds me of my nephew and my niece, twins. I call them Tom and Jerry. And yeah, so this reminds me of it. So sometimes when I feel really down, I tend to draw Tom and Jerry because it reminds me of my beautiful twinnies. So I do have quite a lot. And this one actually, guys, this was when I started sketching. I'm just doing a chit chat now after our banana sketch. This one, to me, every sketch I do tell a story. And this one tells a story of myself and my sister. So when I sketched this, it was about me and my baby sister. And I just remember growing up and the games we used to play, like we play like lots of street games like clapping and tapping, and this actually reminds me of me and my sister. And you can see I have progressed from this sketch. This was when I was using regular pencil, guys, so I had to like like use energy to do this sketch. So this is what happens when you use the wrong pencil. It just looks really awful, but that was the intention when I drew this sketch. It's about me and my little sister. And this was another one I did. I think now I now know this is called optical illusion, when you kind of like make it look like it's a mountain. So this was me as well. So based on what was happening around the world, I decided to draw this, a light tower, and so this reflected how I felt then. So this is one of my proud sketches, and this was when I started. I think this was the first, yeah. So I started sketching on the 22nd of September last year, and this one is dated the 25th of September last year, guys. So this was actually 3 days or so after I discovered I could sketch. This was what I went home to sketch, because I sketched at the back of my exercise book. I don't know if you guys can see this. So I sketched, oops, sorry, it's me trying to freestyle with this thingy. So I sketched at the back of my exercise book, and then later on I discovered I could sketch, and then this was what I sketched. Jerry, right, from Tom and Jerry, if you guys can see it. So I did quite a lot, guys. I did quite a lot. I did a chicken as well when there was shortage of eggs in America. This was my first ever chicken to draw. I did a mouse as well, a rat. This was based on what was happening in the world as well. I decided to sketch this. If you guys can see, I do have quite a lot of sketches here, but there's one particular one I want to share with you guys. I did this because this reminds me of growing up in Africa, when we used to like go to fetch water from a well, and this was my first ever well sketch. I do love this because it was really satisfying drawing the bricks. The bricks actually gave me lots of satisfaction. So, and I did this one. Now I now know it's probably optical illusion. This was how I felt when I sketched this. So sometimes I sketch things that reflect how I feel, and apparently this is optical illusion as well. So this was another good one, but there's one particular one I want to share with you guys. Let me just flick, and then maybe one day we can go through all this together. This is one that amazed me, guys. So this is meant to reflect me with my afro hair and how I would feel if I was slimmer. So this one is a good one, guys. I really enjoyed doing this sketch. But there's one particular one I want to share with you. This one. And I had no trial run when I did this, guys. Who do you think this reminds you of? Leave a comment and share with me. I don't want to mention the name. Just tell me, who does it remind you of? Because to me, I know what the sketch is, but this was the first time I ever sketched. I didn't know what face mapping was. I just went by what the artist did, and I just did it. So yeah, so this is some of the things that I've done on my platform, and one day we will go through them again, but today this is what we've achieved. So now I can stop rabbiting and sign it, and then say good night to you guys, and then tomorrow we continue on our journey of illusions. So I'm gonna give it at Sketching with Sasha. And then today is the 18th of September. Love at the Lindberghs. So I do actually have a sketching channel, but because I don't have quite a lot of subscribers on there, it won't let me do the live there. So that was why I came on here to do it. So I do have, I think, 19 amazing subscribers on Sketching with Sasha, but because I can't do a live there, so I decided to come here at the Lindberghs, my lifestyle channel, to do it with you guys. So that's it, guys. That's my take on the optical illusion of $5 million banana, and I'm so happy I achieved it, right, guys. So let me give a shout out to everyone that said hi on this live, and then we can wrap up and continue tomorrow, guys. So I give a shout out to It's Lovely Yo Zoya, thank you so much for your comments. And Bintang Machuku, thank you so much. Sonny, thank you very much for your comments. Chintan Pasad, Thank you so much. And can you rate my sketch as well, seeing as you're an artist? And thank you to Lax Min Candy. Thank you. And yeah, so the pencil, like I said, is Feeble Castle from Amazon, was where I got the best deal. So check them out. The pencil is really good. And yeah, so that's where I got mine from. And so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for being a part of my tribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Turn on that post notification so you get a notification when I come live, guys. Good night.